Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key.
What is going on, people? I gotta pull this volume back a little bit. It looks like I am capping like crazy. But with that being said, welcome to another episode of the Crypto Nightcap. It is an absolute pleasure to have you guys here. It looks like I need to adjust the volume a little bit more here. Sorry about that. And we are doing this every Monday through Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And boy, do we got some news for you guys today. It is definitely bullish for some of those alts that were actually named as securities. So we're going to talk about that. But I don't do this alone. I'm going to bring up my co-host, my man, the myth, the legend, FD White. What's up, my dude?
Yes. Hey, man, TradeFly, is good to be here, man. Good to be in the markets with you, and good for this journey, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to talk about all this. So let's get into it.
Hell yeah, let's do it. So first up, I'm sure you guys are all like, well, what's the bullish news? Well, you know what? I'm gonna pump you. I'm gonna pump fake you real quick. I'm gonna get in the chat. I got a lot of you guys in the chat right now. I want to give you guys some love before we actually kick this off. Mr. J, first in the chat, as always, he's throwing those airplanes up. Army Piper's asking, what's the news? My guy, I just let the cat out the bag. All right, it's the securities, right? The altcoins that were named as the securities. We're gonna talk about that a little bit. Indie Rock Crypto's in here. He say, hey, bros, what's up, my guy? How you doing? Arson246. He said AMP is in the toilet. Sorry about that, man. And he said, get rid of ADA, XRP, and AMP. You might want to hold on to that ADA, though. We're going to talk about that a little bit more. Crux of Crypto's in here. Alexander G, the best mod in the house. We love her. How you doing? Much love to you. We'll see if this emoji actually works. Boom. There it is. Let's go. ZTS Rhythm. How you doing, dog? I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while. I hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're doing good. All right, the Dusty Cunt, the Dusty Hunt. I don't know. You might have to change your name now. Oh my god. All right, I'm done. FD, it's over to you. Alex O
Hey,
Crypto putting the otters in the chat. My guy, thank you for stopping by. That's my dude. Get over and check out Alex O, dude. He's got a phenomenal page, Discord, all that. He's my twin, brother from another mother. Love that guy. Trade Intuition's in here. My man Joe, he's got a show as well, so go check him out. He's doing great things, man. He's growing. Amy Lives Crypto. She's another one, part of the family. How you doing, lady? Thank you for stopping by. And then Andrea, hi. How you doing? And Mike Play, sup, guys? What's up? All right. Now that I just completely crushed that, we're going to go into some of the news. Let's go ahead and get into it. And first up, we got the SEC backs down on claiming SOL, ADA, Matic, and other tokens are securities. We'll kind of talk about that, but it basically retracted its request for the court ruling to classify those tokens that I was just listing as securities. This is major bullish news because let's be honest, if you're really paying attention, ever since the SEC actually named those tokens as securities, those prices have been suppressed. They have not kept up with Bitcoin and a lot of the other altcoins that, you know, have been moving. 2023 was a nice little bull run, you know, whether you want to call it that or not. When things go up 100, 200%, you got to call it what it is, right? So coming down here, I do have the list for you if you're interested in that, or at least part of the list here, but some of the big ones are BNB, Solana, Cardano, Matic, Cosmos, Sandbox, Decentralized, Axie, Infinity, and Cody. I think there was actually quite a bit more there, but those are some of the few that were actually listed. And, you know, think about it. Like, look at the price of a lot of these tokens. Matic's been suppressed. BNB has actually been moving on its own. I'll be transparent there. Sol has been moving on its own. But what is this going to open up the door for some of those other ones, right? they can go back on the exchange for like Robinhood, and that opens up, you know, the ability for a lot of, you know, the normals that don't actually get on some of the crypto exchanges to buy these tokens again. So for me, I think that's super bullish for some of those tokens. And if we see some movement or at least some consolidation, you can actually start to see some of those tokens move a little bit. And so I am super excited and super bullish on the fact that this news came through. I'm gonna go over to the duo cam here. FD, man, what do you think? You think this opens up the door for these tokens to start moving or what?
So it definitely opens up the door. When the retail, or if the retail starts to come back, starts to pour back in, a lot of them, I really correlated to when the bull market was happening last time. Everybody who called me, everybody who hit me up was asking me what to buy, what's on Robinhood. I got Robinhood. What's on Robinhood? So with these coins being deemed not securities anymore, they're probably going to get relisted on Robinhood. So like you said, when the normies come back, they're going to go straight to Robinhood. They're going to look at these coins because Robinhood doesn't have that many coins on there. It's not like crypto.com or
Right.
Coinbase or anything like that. But once these coins do get relisted on like Robinhood or something, that's going to open the floodgate of more new money coming in. And like you said, so it's been suppressed. XRP, ADA, ADA, oh my goodness. That's one of my biggest bags, and it's just been stagnant. It's been like a stable coin for like the past three, like the past 3 years. So I rode it all the way up to like, I think it was like $3, and then I just, I rode it all the way back down. So getting back to that, I don't want to do that again. So hopefully we can get back to these astronomical numbers that people want for these coins. I like Charles. I like Ada. It's a great, it's a great project. It's kind of like one of those things where many people aren't using it. It's like a laughing stock of the space. But new people coming in, they don't care anything about that. And especially being on Robinhood, I think they'll jump on these coins, especially if it's under $1. They just look at the things that's the
Yeah,
lowest in
yeah.
price.
Yeah, ADA was actually one of the first tokens that I got into. One of my buddies was all about it. He was like, "Hey, this thing's gonna change the world." He had this whole pitch, and I was like, "All right, cool, man. Like, let's check this out. I'll invest in it." I wrote it up to. I was very fortunate, and the funny thing is about investing, you get mad at yourself at times because you'll see price continue to go up. I actually exited ADA. I think I bought in about $10,000 worth, and I exited at $2.60. At the time,
Oh
I
wow.
got a little. I got a little mad at myself, right? Because it continued to go up above $3. And I was like, no, this thing is gonna like go to the moon. My buddy was right. I was wrong. Hindsight, holy moly, like looking at it now, I'm like, thank the Lord that, I made that decision to go ahead and, get out and take those profits, and that's something that we talked
Mm.
about yesterday, just having a plan. And, when you started, I was wearing the sunglasses, bro, like you. I was wearing the sunglasses and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I did this. And I was like, something
Mhm.
in my gut was just like, take it, man, take it. Like,
Yeah.
how often do you get to double up like that? So, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That was one of my good plays. Sweet. What else do we got here? Let's go ahead and get over to the next one here. And that is gonna be this article right here. So Solana overtakes Ethereum on numerous metrics, but research finds its performance to be inorganic, right? That in itself, not that big a deal. But there was something about this article which really wasn't the highlight of the article that really, really caught my attention. So this right here. So it's countless liquidity pools on Radium have a little to no liquidity, but generate unreal trading volumes. For example, this pool that is talking about here, the Flog Soul, held just $3 in liquidity, but had over $5 million in 24-hour trading volume. Now,
Oh wow.
if you guys don't know much about how some of these exchanges work, like, and I'm giving you like kind of a look behind the curtain, right? So some of the individuals that are influencers or that are on YouTube, content creators, and you sign up under their links, right? So part of the percentage payout that they get is based on the trading volume. Okay, that's like the big piece of it. Like, so if you guys are trading actively, then they get like a little cut, right? That's the good deal. You sign up under the link, we get a little cut. That's kind of the way that, we can continue to do this, or, get a little bit of money back for what it is we do. I'll be transparent with you. It ain't much. All right. So it doesn't really cover the bills. But That being said, what really got me interested is, let's see here. So projects generated 200 million in trading volume and 500,000 in fees in 24 hours. And it got me thinking. I'm like,
Wow.
what is to prevent people like us, like, like content creators that have people signed up under the affiliate links and things like that from creating a bot with a very low amount of liquidity, but having it trade over and over and over and over and over again, pumping up that volume. And it just like set in for me. I was
Wow.
like, this might be something. This might be something for us. Like, and
Right.
it's scary. I'm putting this out on YouTube right now. I probably shouldn't, but that being said, like, I mean, I don't know, man. It's something I might explore because I've dabbled in bots before, and it's crazy. Like, they will trade at a cyclic rate, and it's really obnoxious when you get to do your taxes. That's why I stopped doing bots. I had like 86 pages worth of transactions. So if you guys don't know, when you make a transaction on an exchange, one thing that does happen, there's a bunch of like micro transactions underneath of that one purchase order or that sell or whatever. Like you'll see like 13 or 14 different transactions under one. And then you have to like figure it all out, right? You got to put it in Excel and then when you go to do taxes, it's like it's freaking miserable. All right. And
It's miserable. Yeah.
it is like, and some of these places that offer to do it, like to consolidate it, they end up with like 36 errors and they're like, well, can't figure out your cost basis. So you have to go in and then figure it out anyway. So it's a super big pain in the butt. One of the big reasons I actually stopped using those, and one of the big reasons I got more into swing trading Vice, these like constant like trades every day, is that because I just I don't have the time for it, to be honest with you. But yeah, man, what do you think, man? You think that might be an idea? I think, not just a rat cat, my
I mean,
friend.
yeah, it's definitely an idea. Like you just taught me something. I was sitting there like with my mouth open, listening, taking it all in too. So it's definitely something now that you broke it down like that to look into, because a lot of those, like you said, the volume wasn't matching, or what the article said wasn't matching over on you said Radium. So it's
Yeah.
one of those things where I'm not too privy about how that works. I have never, had an affiliate with somebody like a Blofin or something like that. But now that I see that that can be done, it is something that, we can look into. But a lot of these transactions, like a lot of the things, a lot of the volume, a lot of the, on a lot of these cryptocurrencies, especially like meme coins, is like not really there. It's a lot of it is like really made up. So just be careful in anything you do. Just definitely be careful, because like if you say like the transactions or the volume, but the liquidity wasn't there, if somebody goes to sell, then how are you going, you get your money? It's just really not going
Yeah,
suffice
so
like that.
that's
So
the liquidity on the transaction side of it, right? There's got to be like this one to
mhm,
one, but this is just
one to
saying they're
one, right?
using low liquidity, like I don't know, accounts that are producing these massive amounts of transactions and transaction volume and
Oh,
fees.
okay, yeah,
So
right,
like
okay,
that's what's
okay.
to me, I saw that and I was like, hold on here. Who's
Hmm.
I wonder how many people are trying this, like just running
Yeah,
bots and just trying to produce that volume and
that
then like I'm
volume,
taking my
yeah.
cut because and then it makes you look like a G, right? Because you have people underneath of you that are producing all this volume. So anyways, I mean it's probably more so for us or people that have under like, under our accounts on exchanges, but I mean, dude, it's something to think about. If you're on here and you're a content creator, there's some alpha for you. All right? So you better take a look see at that. Harp, yo, what's up, man? How you doing? Melissa, thanks for stopping by. I truly appreciate it. Glad you could join us. Just giving you guys a little bit of shout out here.
Alex O said
Alex,
he
yo,
needs a little bit more TradeFly in his life.
I'm saying, I'm saying, hey, when I get some sleep, I'm dangerous. I woke up at
Hey,
4 p.m. today. Army Piper said that's why I call Ernest decrypted.tax, man. Yeah, he's a nice dude, by the way, too. I met him in real life, which was super cool. All right, let's get over to our next article here, and I will let FD cover this one, man. This is one he brought to the table here.
so this article was saying, I can't really see it right there, but I know I remember it was saying Russia was allowing transactions now, or they was allowing mining and whatnot, But when you dig deeper into what's going on, it's really they're allowing it. They're trying to pass bills for the government and not for the people. So the bills and everything, the regulations for the people, from what I read, is still in place. Like the stipulations are still in place. But when it comes to them trying to dodge sanctions and do all type of other stuff, finagle their way through these sanctions and whatnot, it seems like they're now trying to open the gates for themselves in order to work around these sanctions. So it's just a matter of do as I say, not as I do. You know how the governments are, not just here, not just Russia, just governments all around the world. But they're using crypto, and this is showing that crypto is um, sort of freedom. Even though every transaction.
Looks like a little bit of internet here. Not really sure why you're some place, but not people, right? Trying to actually not the whole story. So right on here and look at that one. Yeah, so here the hyper. Okay.
I'm still here, but I think it might be my side actually. Let me switch over to something else.
All right, give me 1 second here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna actually pull up an article here. It looks like it's actually on my side. My computer looks like getting a little bit overloaded. A little bit of information overload here. Go figure. All right, let me go ahead and find the article I wanted to pull up here. That's all good. You know what? All good
We go.
in the hood. Basically, hey, so what the story was talking about here was the Mount Gox payout. Okay, so I can remember it. Anyways, just read it earlier. What they're saying is about 59,000 Bitcoin actually hit the exchanges, and people are able to actually time now start taking selling, right? So it's putting a little sell pressure on, and it makes a lot of sense for what we're actually seeing right now in terms of price action. We're having a little bit of a pullback, but what are the things that we have to kind of counteract that, right? So there's a couple things. We have the ETF, which is actually seeing inflows right now, and the other thing is when the price actually got down to about 53K, they said on-chain analysis was that people got excited, right? And they started buying. So basically, once price got down to a point that people wanted to get back in, it pushed the price back up. We saw about a 15% move. Bitcoin went back up and right. So pretty quickly. All right. So it's showing you that there's willing buyers down there at about that $53,000 range. Hopefully, it looks like we're back. What was rugged 50XP? Looks, yeah. Hopefully we're back. Let us know in the chat if everything is back and up and running here. But looks like
I think we might be back. See, we was talking about doing all the extra stuff and doing the volume and stuff. The crypto feds came in and shut the stream down, man.
yeah. Yeah, the exchanges don't like me, man. I mean,
Yeah.
oh
They
gosh.
came
They're
in
like,
and shut
"Oh,
it down real quick.
TradeFly just solved the matrix. We got to shut this down." So, all right. Cool. I think we're good. I think we're back in the fight here. Let's go ahead and hit up the market pulse. This one might be a little bit abbreviated. Sorry about that, guys, because I had to close down some of the windows on my machine here. So all good. Let's go ahead, get over to the market pulse. And boom. All right, hopefully this is working here. Total market cap is 2.37 trillion, which is down 1%. Market volume or trading volume over 24 hours is going to be 68.38 billion, which is down 16.34%. Bitcoin dominance is at 55%, an increase of 0.05% over the day. So fear and greed index currently sitting at 61, which is greed, and it looks like we're going to kind of trend down to the left. I think we're going to get into more of a neutral position here within, I would say, I'd say the next one that comes out. If we keep trending down and right on price, we'll definitely trend in a neutral. For the top 10 coins, let's go ahead and look at those. Bitcoin is down 0.21%, currently at 66,278. So yeah, not all that bad, honestly. Ethereum is down 1.17%. BNB is up 2.25%. Solana down 1.37%. XRP is up 4.86%. That's making a move from 60 cents. So that's good to see for XRP holders. Dogecoin, number 8, is down 2.35%. And Toncoin is up 1.57%. Cardano at number 10 is down 0.33%. So that rounds out about your top 10 there. Not a whole lot going on. Not too many big movers there in terms of your top 10. I'm actually going to look at the crypto bubbles here. Let's go and look at the top 100 on Coinbase. Over the last day, Boom is up 6.1%. Moog is up 3.8%. XRP up 4.9%. CAS is up 2.7%. XLM is up 3.3%. Flow 2.2%. And TON 1.4%. For your big movers on the negative side, you got C, which is going to be SEI there. That is down 7%. AKT, Akash Network is down 6.6%. Theta down 6.3%. Pyth is down 4%. PayPay down 4.8%. AR is down 5.8%. That's some of your big movers to the downside on your crypto bubbles. All right, so big news for today. We did have the job openings report come out today, and it looks like there was little change there at 8.184 million in June. Current job openings figures is lower than the 9 million reported a year prior and falls below the monthly average of 10.174 million observed between 2021 and 2023. So basically the number, actually this one was important and I wanted to talk about this too. So looking at the separations, all right, that's people that basically quit or left their jobs, that decreased to 3.282 million. So that's the lowest level since November of 2020. So we're losing jobs and people are hanging on to their jobs, right? So it looks like
that's telling you a lot.
Yeah, the squeeze is on, right? And one of the big things that Powell was talking about was, getting those, kind of normalizing those job numbers, but it's also showing you that the squeeze is on with inflation, right? People still need their jobs. They're hanging on tight so that they can still afford life. And yeah, man, you got anything you want to touch in on that? Because that's kind of the way I see it.
Definitely. So if we look back, let's go back towards 2020, end of 2020, going into 2021. We remember everybody was quiet quitting. Like everybody was so flush with cash, everybody was so flush with money. It was like, why am I working? Why do I need a job? I got all this excess money. I have all this free cash flow. I'm not really doing anything. I'm just getting free money. Why do I have to work? And we also saw during that time people hopping from job to job at a rate that we hadn't seen in a long time. So what this information now is telling me is that the economy is different. All that free money, all that easy monetary policy is gone. It's out the window. Now people have to stick to these jobs. They have to stay in their jobs. They have to survive because as we see, the it's tightening. The economy is tightening, and inflation is still growing or it's still high. So one of those things that I really correlate to. When we talk about recession, I don't think they care about anything else but unemployment. Like they changed the numbers. We talked about this yesterday. I'm gonna make it quick, but they changed the numbers. They changed the definition of a recession, but all they really care about is that unemployment number. So as long as that unemployment number or the jobs and everything is still coming in at a considerably okay rate, people are staying at their jobs and not getting fired from their jobs, I don't think we have anything to worry about, But I think 2025 is we're gonna have a lot of headwinds, but we'll save that for later down the line. But I think this is just a precursor to what's to come.
Yeah, so one of the big things too is they're now pricing in a rate cut. That is getting priced into the markets. And so it's going to be a little bit of a poop show if they're pricing that in and then it doesn't happen too. So I'm telling you, man, it's going to be interesting real soon, when we
Yeah.
see some of these decisions here in the future. But let's continue on with the
I'm gonna
market
say one more
pulse.
thing. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
go
say one
ahead.
more thing,
What's
really
up?
quick, because I know we're short on time. What was I about to say? I lost my train of thought. But keep going. I lost my train of thought. It'll come to
All
me by
good.
the end of the show. I was
All
it was
good.
there, but it's gone.
We'll clean it up. We'll clean it up. All right, over
Okay.
to
Yeah.
the market pulse here. I do want to cover. I had one thing, a couple more things for you guys, but it looks like we are kind of running short. So looking at the liquidation heat map, I talked about this. So one of the big pitches for you guys, go ahead, tune into the morning show as well. One of the things I saw was this liquidity. I say 65.5 around there. Don't be surprised if you see a wick down to clear that liquidity out before you see it move up. Man, to a T. All right, so that's pretty much what happened. And last time we saw price moving up and right, what do we see? We kept seeing leveraged longs come in place, or sorry, leveraged shorts come in place as the price moved up, and they basically just got beaten into submission. So wait to see if this clears up. If this doesn't get any hot spots, it stays kind of a a more subdued pinkish color, depending on how you have your map set up. If you got magma or shoot the green here. All right, so be
The
looking for that.
teal.
Yeah. Keep a look for that. They basically got beaten into submission. All right, so keep an eye on that. Let's go ahead and get over to some TA. I'm just gonna touch on Bitcoin real quick. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So two important things for you guys to look at. One, you got a channel here that's working up and right. It's kind of getting a squeeze, but it's going up and right here, and it hasn't really closed underneath of that. So you have a support area right there going up and right currently. You do have a horizontal level of support at about 65.8 or so. But one thing I really want you to pay attention to underneath of that is where the dynamic reactor is, right? Now, we did get support, and you see this wick coming off. It may not be perfect. That may have actually been your hit off of the dynamic reactor and then back into this channel. But you got to keep an eye on this, because if we get a breakout, the one thing you don't want to see is us break out of this channel, come for the retest here, and then actually have that movement to the downside. But what do you have in play here that can kind of save the day? Well, on the 4 hour at least, you have the 200. All right, you see this red line that's working its way up. There could be an opportunity here to come back down to this level that we were talking to before at 63,400 or so. Remember, we were calling that on this channel. Dynamic reactor, we had the bottom of this channel. We had a lot of confluence in this area. So if it does continue to push back down and right, one thing that I would like to look at is go over to the weekly and look at the RSI or the prime oscillator and see where that's at. See if we're trending up with that second hit. We might have an actual double bottom, maybe triple, depending on how you want to look at it on the weekly at that area at about 63.4. So keep that in mind. That's a big number for you to keep in mind. We are at an area, I would say, of a little bit of support here. Let's see if that holds up. Then you're going to be fighting against this point of control, right? So when we got underneath the point of control at about 66.8, 68.9, or 66.9, look what happened. I talk about this all the time. Right here, this is what I'm talking about. It comes under retest. Well, that's what happened. Came under the point of control. You got the retest, and then it moved down. All right. Now, it wasn't a huge move down because we had this little area of support that was there. And how do you find that? You go back left on the chart, right? Where was resistance? All right. You got a rejection there. Look at this wick. That shows you that there's a little sell or buying pressure coming off of that. So it lets you know that that's an area to look at. Now, I'm not going to say this is a super important area. It just happened to have confluence right now working up and right with that area. So for me personally, it wouldn't be an area that I would long. I would let it get over top of this point of control here. All right, about 66.8, 66.9 or so. And the reason I like that more in terms of taking a long position is because now you have the moving averages starting to bend over, and they'll get underneath of price action. If they get underneath the price action on top of price being on top of the point of control, then I'd be looking for some movement up and right. We go ahead and test the 2021 high again. All right, so there's a couple quick things for you to look at. I know we're running short here on time, but in terms of that, coming down the prime oscillator, that is starting to bend up and right again, so that would be kind of a good sign. What I don't like, prophecy, same market dumps, prime scores a 6, consolidation to 5, right? We could be starting a consolidation period again on a shorter time frames, but let's be honest, what we've been in for the longest time since February is consolidation here I mean, in this range, right? If you just zoom out a little bit and take a look at it, you start seeing it. All right. One thing that would give me a little bit of pause about this whole thing, would kind of scare me off just teeny tiny bit if you're a long-term trader, is that, you know, you could see this working its way down. There could be an argument that you set a higher low, or correction, lower high. And then right here, a lower low. I mean, there could be arguments for that, but again, you have that channel supporting you there at about 56K. That's a whole nother discussion that we'll talk about probably tomorrow. I'll incorporate that into the analysis for you. So FD, I'm gonna pass it over to you. Let you hit up something quick, and then we're gonna have to wrap this up pretty quick. I gotta push people over to Billy Goat Tails.
Cool. Yeah. So am I sharing my screen? I think I got
You
Casper
are.
up right now. So I had a whole deep dive of Casper. We're getting a little bit short on time, so I'm just gonna say just a quick few things. So we finally, like, Casper was lagging behind, you know, ever since the market was moving from like January to March. It did a nice little move. Then from March, you know, throughout the summer, it kind of was a little low. But we finally broke above this level here, this SR level. This is one of my major SR level flips at about 15 cent. So we had this, all this price action in here. Finally broke above that. Now, the next area I'm looking at, if you look at my circles that I have drawn over here, is this area here at about 18 cent or 18 to 19 cents. So you see, we flipped this from resistance to support. Back in June, we were using it as resistance, resistance, resistance. Now we finally broke out about July 24th. So this is about a week or so ago. Now we came down. We actually retested it yesterday. Let's zoom in a little bit more. We retested it yesterday. This is on a daily time frame, and we got a nice reaction off of here. We also have this upper sloping trend line that we've been in. So Casper is in a nice uptrend. Since May, we touched here, touched here, touched here, touched here. So now what I'm looking at as a trader, I'm seeing that this strong level of support, this upper sloping trend line, my dotted line right here, would act as major support. So if Casper continued its consolidation level here and it eventually met this upper sloping trend line along with this horizontal major SR flip right here at about 18 cent, this would be a nice long, in my opinion. So Casper, you know, I know a lot of people are bullish on Casper, Piper Academy. I know Crux is very bullish on Casper. So Casper is looking pretty good. We also have in Confluence the 50-day SMA coming in with our upper sloping trend line. This is my macro upper sloping trend line. So we're well above the 100, well above the 200. And that's right below the 15 cents. So barring total market flush out again, I'm thinking Casper looks good as long as it's holding above this 18 cent area. And we can even come down to this, you know, this 17 to 18 cent area because we have a small little range up in here. But we also, like I said, have the 50-day coming in along with the upper sloping trend line. And then we have a couple horizontal coming in at that level. So Casper, you know, is doing pretty good while the market is bleeding. Casper is holding steady. So if you are a Casper bull, congratulations. You're looking good so far. I think Casper has a long way to go this bull run.
I love to hear it. I love to hear it, man. I got my mining sheens, baby. I'm gonna be racking up that
Oh yeah.
Casper here for the next couple years until they pretty much the way they do things is a lot different than Bitcoin. So mining Casper is probably not gonna be as I don't know, lucrative here in the near future, but
Yeah.
all good, man. I'm gonna milk it for the next couple years. Yo, so let's just in the chat real quick, man. Shout out to Joe. Super nice words here. Hyper Academy is about to take over the crypto space with all the talent they are acquiring. Their Discord is fire. If you're not a member, recommend joining. So much alpha. Joe, we truly appreciate that, man. Much love to you. And again, go check out Trade Intuition. He's got his own channel. He does a phenomenal job. He's growing. He's getting bigger every day, making his waves in the space. He was on Trading Wars. You're official, bro. You broke in. You broke in, man. So making the right connections. Keep plugging away. We're always here for you. Much love to you. Indie Rock Crypto. Totally love TradeFly doing his best crypto jeb speed speak. Yeah, I'm trying. Sometimes I try to rush through it, try to get this going. LBC in the house. What's up, brother? How you doing? Wave gang. Let's see those emojis. But yeah, let's go ahead. We gotta wrap this up, man. It's awesome having you on. This thing goes quick. I don't know, man. It goes quick. Maybe Tuesdays we keep it short. Maybe Wednesdays, Thursdays we have an extended version because it's hard to get it all in here. We'll have to
It's,
tweak
yeah,
that.
it's definitely hard. It's definitely
It
hard,
is.
but
It
I'm
is.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Before we get out of here, I just want to say now is the time to really lock in. Like, we're not really breaking out of this range. Sometimes we're bullish, sometimes we're bearish. But right now, from what I've experienced in the past, right, and don't leave. A lot of the YouTubers was telling you to leave when Bitcoin was at 53. They said go away. I said no, stay here, lock into the market. Lock into the charts, because one day you're gonna wake up and we're just gonna be like, pew, and then we're gonna be like, dang, TradeFly and FD said don't leave, and I left, and now I gotta catch up. Don't play catch up. You don't want to play catch up. You want to be here right now. You are at the right channel at the right time. Piper Academy, crypto funds, TradeFly, Piper Academy, everybody in the chat, man, we appreciate you, and I just want everybody to get money, get rich, and let's have fun. Let's be on the yacht somewhere in a couple years.
There it is, man. We'll have a
Piper
Academy
Academy party.
yacht party. Let's do it. I'm all for that. Hey, let's go come over here real quick. I'm gonna push everybody over to Billy Goat Tales. Go over to Twitter. It's one of the best spaces around. Go check them out. We love those guys. They're family. So that is where I'm gonna head over to while I get my workout in. I'm gonna listen to some Billy Goat Tales. So you guys go check that out. FD, man, we're about to wrap this one up. Thank you. Those were some strong words on the tail end there, man. Much appreciated. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to make some moves. Look at Piper giving out some memberships here. Let's see who got them. Indie Rock Crypto, that's dope. Luke Zaldana, how you doing, man? You didn't even say anything the whole time. Say what's up, man. Come into the chat. Say what's up,
man?
Jacob B.
Welcome.
Our Anthony Vince, Museum of Corruption. I've been seeing him quite a bit recently. There it is, man. Giver's game mentality. That's part of the whole Billy Goat Tales, aura there. So that's again, those guys have welcomed me with open arms. So is Piper. So it's been great. FD's coming in. He's part of the fam now. So this is cool, man. I'm excited. We're growing. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. You guys have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go